To be honest, I have over 25 years of experience working with seniors over 60 as a board-certified clinical nutritionist. Every night, you're allowing your muscles to deteriorate in silence if you go to bed empty-handed. It has nothing to do with your laziness. It has nothing to do with becoming older. The reason for this is because your body cannot sustain muscular mass after the age of 60 unless it is adequately nourished before bed. We measured it. Every 10 years, adults over 60 may lose up to 8% of their muscular mass, with the majority of this loss occurring while they sleep. However, you can prevent it. Actually, you may undo it by making a single, calculated adjustment to your nightly schedule. In order to help you wake up stronger, less sore, and more balanced, I'll show you 8 scientifically supported foods that have been shown to improve overnight muscle protein synthesis by up to 30%. No gym, no medication, just knowledge, time, and food. You're going to learn the true cause of your body's weakness every morning, as well as how to address it tonight. The majority of senior citizens think that aging is the only reason why their bodies are deteriorating. In actuality, though, a silent process that takes place every night while you sleep accounts for a large portion of that reduction. Let me clarify. Your body goes into recovery mode while you sleep. However, recuperation is not free. It needs fuel, in particular, protein. Your body doesn't produce protein on its own if you don't consume anything high in it before bed. So, where does it originate? Your own muscles. This process, known as catabolism, breaks down muscle tissue to provide the vital amino acids required to sustain vital life processes, including breathing, heart rhythm, and cellular repair. And now for the scary part. Your body no longer has the capacity to maintain muscular mass after the age of 60. Your body becomes less effective at absorbing and using protein to rebuild muscle tissue, even if you consume plenty of it throughout the day. Clinically, this is referred to as anabolic resistance. To put it simply, your body is no longer strong enough to rebuild your muscles on its own, since they are being torn down every night. Because of this, even after a full night's sleep, many seniors wake up feeling weaker, stiffer, or less mobile. Lack of sleep isn't the problem. It's because while you were asleep, your body lacked the proper nutrition for recovery. The good news? According to Geriatric Nutrition Clinical Study, eating specific foods 30 to 60 minutes before bed can help prevent up to 30% of nighttime muscle loss. Better more, several of these meals can stimulate muscle building as you sleep, which can help your body keep its strength, balance, and independence well into old age. What foods are these then? Based on their practicality, digestibility, and scientific influence, let's move them down from number 8 to number 1. The number of them that are already in your kitchen will surprise you. At number 8 is cottage cheese, a food that may appear outdated but has significant benefits for those over 60. Perhaps you're wondering what makes cottage cheese so unique. The trick is the type of protein it contains, casein, which makes it one of the greatest evening protein sources according to clinical nutritionists who specialize in aging. What makes casein unique? Casein digests slowly and releases amino acids gradually over 6 to 8 hours, in contrast to whey protein, which breaks down rapidly and vanishes in 1 to 2 hours. Imagine that casein is more like a candle burning, steadily and slowly, while whey protein is like a fireworks burst. This is just what your muscles want when you fast for a long night. A modest amount of casein was administered to elderly people before bed in a study that was published in the British Journal of Nutrition. Overnight muscle protein synthesis increased by 31%, which was a remarkable outcome. Even in the absence of activity, the group not only maintained muscle, but also increased it as they slept. For seniors doing physical therapy, light activity, or just attempting to keep their strength and balance, this is a game changer. How can I utilize it efficiently? About 30 to 60 minutes before going to bed, have a half cup, or 100 to 120 grams of cottage cheese. Add some banana slices, a pinch of cinnamon, or a small drizzle of honey if the flavor seems too bland. Limit the amount of sugar you consume. Add 1 teaspoon of chia seeds for fiber and plant-based omega-3s for an added boost. The finest aspect? Even for people with stomachs, cottage cheese is easy to digest. Tryptophan, an amino acid that encourages relaxation and speeds up sleep, is also present. For whom is it intended? Elderly people who have trouble sleeping or wake up a lot. Those who wake up feeling stiff or sore. Anyone attempting to recuperate from disease or injury. Maintain strength or enhance balance. Even though cottage cheese is a tiny snack, it can make a significant difference in your muscles' nightly protection. This could be a great place to start if you're searching for an easy, economical, and useful method to combat age-related muscle loss. A dish that appears straightforward but has surprisingly potent health advantages comes in at number 7. Eggs that have been hard-boiled. Eggs are frequently considered a breakfast essential. However, few are aware that eating eggs before bed might help rebuild and protect muscle, particularly in persons over 60. Why are eggs such a powerful muscle preserver? About 6 grams of complete protein, which includes all the necessary amino acids your body needs to sustain lean muscle, may be found in one egg. However, leucinin, an amino acid that functions as a switch to activate muscle-building enzymes, is the true star. Your body's sensitivity to protein decreases after the age of 60. To get the same muscle-healing reaction, you need more of it and better quality. We refer to this as anabolic resistance. Eggs are an effective solution to the issue. They offer high-quality, quickly absorbed, and easily digestible protein in sufficient amounts to satisfy your aging body's requirements. Adults over 60 who consumed whole eggs before bed for 12 weeks were the subject of a 2021 study that was published in Nutrients. In comparison to individuals who consume no food, the results indicated a 19% higher percentage of muscle preservation. Boost IGF-1, a growth hormone that aids in muscle growth and tissue regeneration. How can they be used efficiently? About half an hour before going to bed, eat 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs. Add a small pinch of black pepper or turmeric. Aids in lowering inflammation. Additionally, black pepper increases curcumin absorption. Serve with a piece of whole grain toast or a few avocado slices for added satisfaction. In addition to being quick to prepare and requiring no cooking after boiling, eggs are low in sugar and starch and won't raise blood sugar levels. For whom are they intended? Elderly people who don't eat much in the evening. Anyone in need of a simple small snack before bed. Those recuperating from joint pain, rehabilitation, or exercise. The most effective health tools can occasionally be found in the most basic foods. Hard-boiled eggs and arsenal are 2 excellent examples. Simple, reasonably priced, and incredibly powerful. This can be your best option if you're searching for something lightweight yet durable enough to keep your muscles safe overnight. We have a surprising but very powerful combo at number 6, filled with olive oil and tuna. Although it may not be a common evening snack, tuna is one of the most effective foods for maintaining muscle development after the age of 60, especially when combined with olive oil. Why is tuna so good for you? One of the leanest and highest protein foods found in nature is tuna. Leucinethium, an amino acid that stimulates muscle protein synthesis, is abundant in it. Please let me know where you're coming from today before we begin. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. Additionally, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any of Senior Health Tips' top health advice. It also doesn't raise blood sugar, is easy to digest, and has little bad fats. However, when tuna is packed in olive oil rather than water, the true magic occurs. Monounsaturated fats included in olive oil slow down digestion, extending the time that amino acids remain in the circulation and supplying muscles with steady nourishment throughout the night. Consider it this way. Olive oil slows the burn, so your body can absorb every drop as you sleep, and tuna provides the muscle fuel. This combination was examined in older persons in a 2020 study, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. A 34% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, decreased morning muscle pain, better absorption of vitamin D, and a decrease in inflammation indicators were all seen by those who ate foods high in protein and omega-3 fats before bed. How can I utilize it efficiently? Consume a half can of tuna that has been packed in olive oil. For added taste, serve it with whole grain crackers, cucumber slices, or a squeeze of lemon. Steer clear of creamy sauces and mayonnaise, which can disrupt sleep and be difficult to digest. Pro tip: because the oil prolongs the nutritional delivery overnight, always prefer tuna in olive oil rather than water. For whom is it intended? Seniors who are lethargic or sore when they wake up. Does anyone need less inflammation or improved absorption of vitamin D? Adults experiencing balance problems or muscle weakness? Few people are aware that one of the best natural sources of leucine is tuna, a ubiquitous and reasonably priced meal that can be a potent ally in the fight against sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. This is a plan, not simply a snack, if you're serious about maintaining your strength and independence after the age of 60. The item at number 5 is frequently thought of as only dessert. For those over 60, it's actually one of the most comprehensive and efficient nightly meals. Greek yogurt. It's not simply delicious and simple to process. For aging bodies, Greek yogurt offers a potent triad of advantages. Casein is a protein that digests slowly. To aid in digestion, probiotics. Calcium is necessary for strong bones and muscle contraction. What distinguishes Greek yogurt? Greek yogurt is triple strained, which eliminates excess water and sugar, making it thicker, more protein-rich, and more gratifying than ordinary yogurt. For 6 weeks, older adults in a clinical study that was published in Frontiers in Nutrition ate a high-protein Greek yogurt snack before bed. The outcomes were striking. Overnight muscle protein synthesis increased by 26%, increased energy due to improved mitochondrial activity in muscle cells. The following morning, participants said they felt more motivated. Greek yogurt essentially aids in better recovery, stronger reconstruction, and a more rested wake-up. How can I utilize it efficiently? About 30 to 45 minutes prior to going to bed, consume a half cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Add-ins: a drop of vanilla essence for taste, a pinch of cinnamon, or some fresh berries. Steer clear of sugar-flavored yogurts since they can interfere with sleep and negate the benefits of muscle rebuilding. Want a little additional help? For fiber, plant-based omega-3s, and easier digestion, add 1 teaspoon of chia seeds. Greek yogurt also contains a lot of calcium, which promotes deeper sleep, less cramping at night, and smoother muscle contractions and nerve signal shelping. For whom is it intended? Anyone who wakes up feeling exhausted, stiff, or sluggish. Elderly people with poor gut health or digestive problems. Those who require improved strength in the morning and nighttime recovery. Greek yogurt has many uses than merely a snack. It supports digestion, muscles, and restorative sleep all at once, making it a well-rounded ally for healthy aging. Greek yogurt is a great option if you're searching for a bedtime meal that's simple to take, quick to digest, and very effective. At number 4, we have a traditional nighttime beverage that is now supported by contemporary science rather than a meal. Golden milk is warm milk infused with turmeric. Not only does this calming beverage promote deeper, more restorative sleep, but it also actively decreases inflammation and joint discomfort, improves muscle recovery, and aids in nightly muscle regeneration. Why is turmeric so effective when added to warm milk? Protein-fortified milk, particularly dairy, or plant-based milk, is beneficial. For nighttime muscle maintenance, casein protein is a slow-digesting fuel source. Calcium promotes bone strength and muscle contraction. An amino acid called tryptophan encourages rest and sleep. Vitamin D helps maintain healthy muscles and the immune system. One of nature's strongest anti-inflammatory compounds, curcumin, is found in turmeric. Because chronic low-grade inflammation is a significant source of joint pain, muscle breakdown, and poor recovery, this is especially important for older persons. Together, milk supplies the building block for muscles, and turmeric soothes joints, lowers inflammation, and encourages a more thorough recovery while you sleep. According to a 2022 study that was published in Nutritional Neuroscience, older persons who drank a protein-rich beverage boosted with curcumin before bedtime saw a 32% increase in muscle protein synthesis overnight, less stiffness in their joints the next morning, and a decrease in inflammatory markers in their muscle tissue. Updated for clarity on how to use and prepare it. Make a cup of milk warm. Avoid boiling. Use plant-based milk that has been fortified with calcium and protein, or use cow's milk. Add a quarter teaspoon of ground turmeric and stir. A tiny pinch of freshly ground black pepper should be added. It only takes a few grains to improve the absorption of curcumin. Avoid using peppercorns whole. For a mild sweetness, you can optionally add 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Half an hour before bed, stir thoroughly and take a sip. To get the most out of soy, almond, or oat milk, ideally supplemented with protein and calcium, if you are lactose intolerant. For whom is it intended? Elderly people who have inflammation, stiffness in the morning, or joint pain. Anyone who has trouble sleeping or resting deeply. Elderly people require less discomfort and improved overnight recovery. This beverage is more than simply a traditional cure. Without the use of drugs, this scientifically supported rehabilitation method encourages relaxation, lessens discomfort, and aids in muscle restoration. A cup of golden milk may be the ideal starting point for a straightforward, reassuring sleep routine that promotes the recovery of your joints, muscles, and neurological system all at once. A tiny yet effective nighttime snack comes in at number 3, particularly if you're looking for something light to eat before bed. Almond butter. It's more than just a delicious buffet. In reality, almond butter is a nutrient-dense powerhouse that, in just 1 spoonful, supports nighttime recovery, soothes the body, and preserves muscle. Why does almond butter work so well? Good fats, not saturated. Slow digestion, supplying consistent energy all night long. Protein derived from plants. Provides the necessary amino acids for maintaining muscle. One powerful antioxidant that aids in tissue healing is vitamin E. According to a 2020 study in Nutrients, older adults who included almond-based lipids in their nighttime routine saw a decrease in cortisol levels, the stress hormone that speeds up muscle breakdown while they sleep, and an improvement in nitrogen retention, a crucial indicator for maintaining muscle. Stated differently, almond butter protects your muscles from stress, which is a quiet muscle waster for many older folks. How can I utilize it efficiently? About half an hour before going to bed, have 1 tablespoon or 16 of almond butter. Spread it on apple slices, whole grain bread, or oat-based crackers, or consume it on its own. Select almond butter that is natural, free of hydrogenated oils, added sugars, and chemical preservatives. Steer clear of convenience spreads that are high in industrial oils, sugar, or salt. They can lessen the advantages, interfere with sleep, and raise blood sugar levels. For whom is it intended? Elderly people who still require muscle support, but have a poor appetite at night. Those who wake up a lot or have mild insomnia. Anyone recuperating from a disease, trauma, loss of muscular mass, or extended stress. Even for those over 60, a teaspoon of almond butter provides a potent, natural dosage of nourishment that protects muscles. Almond butter may be the best one-bite habit you'll ever make if you're searching for a simple, nutrient-dense method to improve your sleep and fuel your muscles. A natural beverage that has surprisingly strong impacts on joint health, muscular rehabilitation, and sleep comes in at number 2, cherry tart juice. This is one of the most scientifically proven sleep aids, and it's particularly helpful for individuals over 60. It's not simply a trendy health craze. Why does tart cherry juice work so well? Rich in anti-inflammatory substances, natural antioxidants, and anthocyanins. Melatonin, the hormone that promotes deeper, more restful sleep, is found naturally. Lessens oxidative stress, which is a key contributor to joint inflammation, muscle damage, and poor recovery. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, adults over 50 who drank tart cherry juice before bed reported higher levels of circulating melatonin and antioxidants, 15% better sleep, and 33% reduced morning muscular stiffness. A strong synergy is produced as a result. Reduced inflammation means less muscle damage overnight, and better sleep means a quicker recovery. How can I utilize it efficiently? Before going to bed, consume 4 to 6 ounces, 120 to 180 milliliters, of 100% tart cherry juice. Be sure to select fruit cocktail mixes, juice not sweet cherry, or unsweetened tart cherry. To balance the flavor, add a few drops of lemon or dilute with a little water if it tastes too tart. Steer clear of juice mixes with added sugar, as they can disrupt sleep and cause blood sugar levels to rise, which lessens the advantages of recovery. For whom is it intended? Seniors doing light exercise or physical therapy, those healing from illness or accident, adults waking up with tight joints or sore muscles, and those who have trouble sleeping, light, or waking up frequently. Using the appropriate kind at the right time in the proper dosage is more important than consuming a lot of it. In addition to promoting deeper sleep, tart cherry juice increases the production of growth hormone, which is critical for maintaining strength and repairing muscles as we age. This might be one of the easiest yet most powerful natural solutions you'll ever try if you're suffering from tight joints, persistent discomfort, or trouble sleeping. Even if you don't exercise, this is the best food on our list for protecting and building muscle after the age of 60. A shake made of whey protein. Don't believe the stereotype that whey protein is only used by bodybuilders. Actually, because the body's capacity to absorb and produce muscle protein rapidly deteriorates with age, persons over 60 require whey protein more than anyone else. What makes whey protein so effective? All 9 of the necessary amino acids are present in whey, along with a particularly high concentration of leucinethiol, which initiates muscle protein synthesis immediately. Leucine can be thought of as a switch for creating muscle. No matter how much protein you consume, the muscle repair process won't start if you don't get enough leucine. Whey gives you the most absorbable form of leucine, which your body needs more of after age 60 to achieve the same muscle-building effect. 40% of whey protein taken before bed in persons over 65 was examined in a clinical study that was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Strength, walking speed, and balance were all enhanced, and nightly muscle protein synthesis increased by 22%. Additionally, muscle breakdown markers were reduced. Most remarkably, these advantages persisted even in the absence of physical activity. The effects are much more pronounced when whey is combined with mild exercise like walking, tai chi, or mild resistance band exercises. How can I utilize it efficiently? Combine 1 scoop of premium whey protein with water or unsweetened almond milk, or isolate or hydrolyze whey for those with sensitive stomachs. 30 to 60 minutes before going to bed, drink it. You can mix in a half banana, a spoonful of almond butter, a pinch of cinnamon, or natural vanilla essence for extra taste or benefits. Note, steer clear of store-bought mass gainers, sugar, cream, and condensed milk. Select low-lactose whey hydrolyzed or whey isolate. Perfect for senior citizens and easy to stomach. For whom is it intended? Seniors who are susceptible to sarcopenia or age-related muscle loss. Adults who wish to preserve their strength, enhance their balance, and move with greater assurance. Those who have poor appetites or consume insufficient amounts of protein during the day. And anyone recuperating from an illness, accident, or surgery. Whey protein effectively promotes the growth of new muscle when you sleep, when your body is naturally in its deepest recuperation period, in addition to preventing muscle loss. This is the essential sign that will help you maintain your strength, freedom, and quality of life well into old age. It is founded on science. You don't need to take medicine or lift big weights to keep strong after the age of 60. Eating the appropriate food at the appropriate time is all that is required. The 8 best foods to eat before bed to maintain and repair muscle were just discussed. All of them are easy to locate, simple to prepare, supported by science, and perfect for senior citizens. Hard-boiled eggs, cottage cheese, tuna in olive oil, Greek yogurt, warm milk with turmeric, almond butter, whey protein shake, and tart cherry juice. While you sleep, each of these nutrients works like a quiet builder to restore your strength, giving you more energy, fewer pain, and steadier legs when you wake up. Tonight, give it a try. Choose 1 dish from the list and include it into your nightly routine. You'll probably notice the improvement in a few days. 2. Remember, if you thought this video was useful, please subscribe. Leave a comment below. What dish are you most eager to sample? And spread the word about this episode to a friend or loved one, because even at 60, everyone deserves to sleep soundly and have strong muscles. Making one tiny, deliberate decision before bed tonight is the first step toward becoming stronger. You're never too old to do it.